Yo, what the heck is up, guys? It's your boy G Whiz.
And it's your boy T.Boogie.
Yo, and today we're bringing you those Week 15 picks and analysis here on the TooDopeBros channel. Wow, we had some killer Saturday slate games that we didn't get to in our last video. Kind of like snuck up on us. We we kind of forgot about that, but hey,
I had no clue.
yeah, life is just that. It's life, man. So whatever.
Mhm.
Let's get it, Boogie.
Let's do it.
I guess we'll start off by talking about this Thursday night game, Seattle at San Francisco. San Francisco was favored minus 3.5, and they just rolled Seattle. This one was not even close. Boogie, what was the score here?
The score was the 49ers 21, the Seahawks 13.
Yeah, and I guess it was kind of close, right? 8 points, but let's keep it real, man. San Francisco really looked like they were in control the entire game. It was McCaffrey, Kittle, McCaffrey, and the formula really seemed to work there. Boog, was there anything that you saw from this game that really stood out to you?
Yeah, if I'm looking at the score and I'm looking at the quarter breakdowns, it really was not close until the Seahawks scored a garbage time touchdown. Before that, it was 21-6. So
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco and Brock Purdy are absolutely handling the Seahawks. They've won the NFC West. They are in for the playoffs with a certainty. And they're getting hot at the right time. Like you said, the most important skill position players came through in the clutch. Caffrey being very efficient and continuing to show why San Francisco went out and rescued him from Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Did a real cat in the store winnow. I'll get you out. I'm gonna get you out. Scooped up McCaffrey, and he seems to be the final piece for their playoff hopes.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And it's interesting to me that San Francisco continues to have sustained success with backup quarterbacks, right? Very a la Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick back when they
Mm-hmm.
had that run against the Baltimore Ravens.
Absolutely.
It's really interesting, man, that they continue to be able to do that, and very very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that was very impressive was Indianapolis's wow, whoa, hello, brain. Indianapolis's God, I fucking hate that. Indy's Indy's 33-point first half against the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota did end up clutching this game with a field goal with 7 seconds left in overtime. Um,
Right.
But, Indianapolis only scored 3 points in the second half. The final here, Boogie, I don't want to steal your thunder.
Oh, the final was the Minnesota Vikings 39, the Indianapolis Colts 36.
Yeah, man. So Indy scored 33 in the first half to Minnesota's 3 points, I think, or
Zero.
zero.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing
it
more.
was zero. Oh shit! So they fucking shut him out in the first half.
It was truly a tale of two halves.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, much better than a tale of two cities, I'd say. And
Mm-hmm.
but these two cities really, oh man, Jesus, pardon me, Indianapolis and Minneapolis, both
Mm-hmm.
tops of the hills, but man, each really took their turn playing King of the Hill here. It was a lot of defensive touchdowns in the first half for Indianapolis. Matt Ryan looked suspect at best. Kirk Cousins really came out and started playing football in the second half. It seemed like this team just was like, oh, we're just gonna fucking smash this team, a la Dallas v Houston the week before. Um, but yeah, then Dalvin Cook 64-yard touchdown to tie it up, and then a 2 point conversion. Like holy shit, Justin Jefferson just getting fucking walloped and putting on a show out here. Um, just wow, man. Just wow. That's really all I can say is wow here. Boogie, was there anything that you saw from this game that really stood out to you?
Just it truly was a tale of two halves. The Indianapolis Colts coming out here and making me regret picking the Minnesota Vikings to win this game, coming up with 33 points. If only they had been able to score basically anything in the second half, they could have held on to this victory, even despite the Minnesota Vikings having the largest comeback win in NFL history, in the history of this 100-plus-year league, the largest comeback. Absolutely wild. Um, Shout outs to KJ Osborne, just an absolutely nothing wide receiver having a huge day out here. And shout outs to Dalvin Cook for putting the team on his back. I think Kirk Cousins really got surprised by the fact that he was on a primetime game, and the first half showed it. But then he went to the locker room, and coach got up in front of the team and said, "Listen, guys, this is a 1 o'clock game. You can do this." And Kirk Cousins remembered he was Mr. 1 o'clock and came out and got the win for the Minnesota Vikings. Very impressive.
Yeah, no shit, man. Classic Curdy Cuz. I don't like that either. Thanks, Brain. All right, yo, next game we had.
The biggest and best endorser of the Pizza Barn, Kirk Cousins.
That's right, dude. Wow, what a good kid, man. Speaking of good kids, how about Cleveland knocking off the Baltimore Ravens to give us a shot at the top of the AFC North? Baltimore at Cleveland. Cleveland was favored -3. What was the final in this one, Bug?
The Cleveland Browns 13, the Ravens 3.
Yeah, so fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, one thing I want to say about this game, though, in all seriousness, and it's really unfortunate to say, I just want to be one of the first to say it. While Deshaun Watson is a piece of shit, this guy looked really, really good, and it's troublesome for the future of the AFC North. It's fucked up, but this guy was making really good throws. He was running, he was making good decisions. Yikes. I know that in 2 years, go ahead and timestamp this world. I know that in 2 years we're going to forget all about all of these sexual assault allegations, all 60 of them. And we're going to, be like, wow, Deshaun Watson playing at an MVP level. And wow, when this guy came back into the league, holy moly, this, that, and the other. But let it just be known that I said it here first, that, dude, this guy's a piece of shit. And he played extremely well. And it's troublesome. It's going to be troublesome next year. I think that given time with Amari Cooper and Joku, Kareem Hunt wants out. I don't blame him. But Chubb's probably going to stay. This team is still going to be very, very stout and tough. And it's going to be difficult for any team in the AFC North, regardless of the whole NFL, to beat them. Deshaun Watson does look good. Is highly unfortunate because I don't want to praise a scumbag, but it's fuck, man. He's looking very good, and it's just highly unfortunate, man. I'm confused internally. But anyway, Boogie, is there anything you saw from this game that really stood out to you?
Yeah. I think I got this nugget basically from Warren Sharp. Just the fact that this game was less about the Cleveland Browns actually, clutching out a win against the Ravens, and it was more about the play calling of Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator for the Ravens. The Ravens were getting 9 or 10 yards a carry from their running back core.
Yeah,
and they have just
Dobbins looked great.
Basically the worst receiver room in the NFL. And Greg Roman's choice in this game, was to throw the ball over and over with Tyler Huntley. He thought, and I think the Browns' run defense is a little suspect, as to be seen from the running backs getting nearly 10 yards a carry. And Tyler Huntley is primarily a running quarterback with some ability to throw. Probably you want to predicate your attack on his ability to run. And yet Greg Roman decided that today was the day that he was going to, throw the ball however many times he did. But, if Greg Roman is still employed by the Baltimore Ravens next year, they're sliding down the sliding scale of serious to unserious teams.
Yeah, let's keep it real. no receivers. Lamar Jackson is leaving. You heard it here first on the TooDopeBros talk show. Sorry, I didn't know what I wanted to call us there. Appreciate you being there, world. My brain's running a little slow today. But because there's nobody to throw to, Lamar Jackson isn't staying there. He got offered the same amount of money that Deshaun Watson got in Cleveland. He said no. He wanted to play for a contract, is what the general consensus was. But I think in all seriousness, because he represents himself, he probably wants to go somewhere that actually has receivers. I mean, wild. Wow, that's such a wild concept, you know? Or maybe like a team that doesn't just make horrible decisions, right? The Ravens should be 13-2, but instead they're 9-5 because of just horrible play calling down the stretch. A lack of just putting teams away. They just keep letting teams back into the game, and it's, I don't know, man. The Ravens should be a lot better than what they are. I am thankful for Team Bias having the opportunity today to move into first place in the AFC North. We'll go ahead and lock that shit up. Bang. Joe. Brr. It's his AFC North. So I think for the next decade, it's the Bengals AFC North, but maybe just be Team Bias here. I will say this. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. I mean, the problem in Baltimore right now is not play calling. It's not Lamar Jackson's ability. The things that are tripping up Lamar Jackson right now is personnel, and it's been personnel for probably at least the past. I mean, probably
3
since he's
years.
been there.
Yeah.
Like they continually refuse to invest in any receiving talent for Lamar Jackson. Like, I mean, Lamar Jackson, the gravity that he draws into himself because of his running ability should allow a competent offensive coordinator to come up with a very creative game plan as long as they have the personnel that they need. But they just continue to deny Lamar Jackson the weapons that he so desperately needs in order to effectively execute. So I think you're absolutely right. Lamar's going to go to a place where they have a bit more interest in investing in personnel and investing in support for him, so he can do the things he needs to do. He can be the spectacular player that he is, and be a little bit more free with himself, and not have to worry about playing hero ball all the time and catching all the flack for it in the media, and catching 5 million Instagram comments from 13-year-olds saying haha RB1 haha.
Yeah, exactly, man. I find it interesting that the AFC North has this weird like Baltimore is great at drafting running backs, Pittsburgh is great at drafting wide receivers, like Cincinnati's great at drafting linebackers. There's just a really weird like the scout team is very good at one specific thing, right? And it's just like, dude, if only these guys could like have a scouting meeting and be like, so what the fuck are you looking at? Because I don't.
What are you seeing?
Yeah, exactly. Man, one thing I didn't see coming was Miami falling to the Buffalo Bills. Although it was in Orchard Park, and this was probably the best game of the weekend here. Boogie, what was the final in this one?
This was a 29 Dolphins, 32 Bills effort.
Yeah, that came down to a last-second field goal, all because of a pass interference call that didn't even have to be made. He wasn't catching that ball. All you have to do is turn around. Listen, if you want to be a corner in the league, it's literally this simple. Put your hand between theirs and fucking turn around. That's all you have to do, and you won't get called for pass interference. Yet, time and time again, we see these legendary cornerbacks fucking just, like, facing them, putting their hands up correctly, but, like, facing the receiver. And so the receiver's like, oh, this is like getting a foul in basketball. I'll just jump into the guy. And they do, and it's fucking...
Jump into him or stop or,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, just fucking turn around, man. Like, what are we doing? If he's putting his hands up and his eyes get big, then you should probably put your hands up, right? Like,
Or at least try to look over your
or
shoulder.
turn around,
Like,
man. That literally, it's just this. It's just this.
don't do the equivalent of a
That
take
easy.
foul and give away 40 yards to somebody.
And that's exactly what they did, dude. And it's highly unfortunate because he would have had to kick that field goal like 40 plus yards. I'm unfamiliar with the specifics, but I was just watching that like, holy shit, the snow was falling heavy. Miami looked really, really good. We needed them to knock off Buffalo, but that's okay. I think Buffalo secured. They
Got their playoff spot.
Yeah. They punched their ticket. Yes.
Yes.
Man, Stephon Diggs did not look good. Tell you who did: Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Like, wow, these guys played really, really well in the cold. Not something that Tua is known for. But all in all, just great effort. Really, really great game. We just saw a lot of wild shit going on, man. Is there anything from this game that really stood out to you, Bug?
It's really unfortunate that this was the best game of the week because in no way did I see any of this yesterday.
Sure. Let's say, hold on. Let's clarify. Clarify?
Wow.
Let's be clear. All right. Yo, let's clarify. It was the best game of Saturday. We have yet to know if any of these games are going to be, like, awesome. But yes,
that
best
Pittsburgh
game
and Carolina
thus
is going to be
far.
the best game.
I mean, I hope so. But no, I'm sorry. Continue, brother.
Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to say other than the fact that, Josh Allen is superhuman, and sometimes I don't understand how he and I share the same species. That's it. I mean, kids.
Tall white guys with rocket arms. I know. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's something the audience doesn't know about you, Tyler, but you got a fucking Artemis 6
wobbler?
on your what? the duck wobbler 3000. No, that's
right.
No, that's your left hand. You can fucking rocket a ball though, dude. You got a rocket arm, T.
Thanks, man.
Someday when we get the money for a studio, we'll test that shit out. But I digress. All right. Well, I guess we should.
I'll throw the straightest, baddest 25-mile-per-hour duck you've ever seen. It'll be great.
I know, dude. Yo, I'll have to fucking chop that thing up, fry it, and dip it in ranch, bro. Just throwing a tendy out here. All right. Anyway, what are we talking about? Okay, let's get on to this Sunday slate here. Of course, first up we have NFC. We'll call it the 5K Bowl because these guys are probably going to be running
5,000 yards.
Well, no. Sorry, this is a metric segment. The 5K Bowl because these guys are each going to run 3.12 miles total.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philadelphia at Chicago. Philadelphia -8.5. What's the weather looking like in Chicago right now, Bug?
That's a great question. I appreciate when you ask me questions like that. But it looks like the conditions in Chicago for this game are 20 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy. Wind is at 17.27 miles per hour.
Holy shit.
Which, this game will probably be predicated on the running game.
The run.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, give me Philadelphia. I'll take them across the board. They're rolling right now. I really like everything Philadelphia is doing. I'm excited for Philadelphia San Francisco 49ers championship game. That's going to be exciting.
That's very exciting. I'm also going to take the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're more multitudinous on offense, and that's going to be the difference maker.
Is that a triple word score, bro?
It might be if I put it in the right place.
Multitudinous. Wow, what a dickhead. All right, so next up we have Atlanta at Nolans. Nolans is favored -5. Now I know that Marcus Mariota is on IR.
He is.
Do we know who's starting today? Is it Desmond? Is it the Desmond Ridder, the 13th?
It's Yes, it's UC Bearcat. Desmond Ritter is starting today.
Hell yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Well,
it's
then give
looking
me
good for the
Atlanta
Bears. Oh
because
wow! All
maybe
right.
they'll actually throw to Kyle Pitts and Drake London instead of running the ball so much.
You
Um,
never know.
I'm just gonna take it just on principle. Give me
Mhm.
yeah. I'll take that. I mean, the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, he's probably gonna come out and play very very well. But of course, this
Mhm.
is a in division game in the worst conference in the league. So it's probably gonna be like 12-9. Let's keep it real. Something like
Mhm.
really really bad like that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
This for the past several weeks, the New Orleans Saints have played against some of the toughest defenses in the NFL.
Hmm.
And Atlanta just isn't that. They're once again, in the 30s as far as defensive toughness. Um, Atlanta starting a brand new quarterback, and while I'm also a UC Bearcat, just the same as Desmond Ritter, at the same time, I mean, he's getting thrown out here fresh, um, in an offensive system that isn't exactly predicated on his strengths. I don't think he has a rocket arm, and Marcus Mariota was expected basically to run and throw the ball 20 plus yards downfield.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if that's going to work very well for Ritter's strengths unless they really adjust the offense this week. So I think the New Orleans Saints are going to win, but it's probably going to be an ugly win. I don't think either of these teams have the horses to really, take it the distance and put a 40 burger on the other team. So low scoring affair, but I think the New Orleans Saints will
Yeah,
pull it out in the end.
I agree, man. Another terrible NFC South team and the Carolina Panthers is going to be
Uh,
hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Uh, Carolina minus 2.5, coming off that big win against Seattle. Pardon me, last week. Give me a. Take Carolina here, because I don't know who's starting for Pittsburgh. Do we even know? It's not.
I think it's Mitchell is
Uh,
starting for Pittsburgh.
then yeah, they're fucked. Here, let
Let's
me.
see.
Yeah. I'm checking right now as well.
Please
God
do.
damn, phone, chill out. Sorry if you're hearing a lot of vibrating. It's my butt plug to give me the next move in chess. All right.
Apparently, it's 34 degrees down in Carolina today, so it's going to be a nice cold game. Mr. Two and a Half himself, Mr. 2.5 yards, Najee Harris he'll get his, 20 carries for 60 yards and
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
some touchdowns.
he's already got 8 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown right now. Tell you this, Mitch Trubisky is 5 of 5 for how many yards?
Uh, 25.
You were so close. Yeah, 30. Classic.
Oh man, I almost said 30. Damn.
Yeah, you should have. I thought you were going to. Yo, go ahead and yeah, give me Carolina, man. Mitch Trubisky is going to throw an interception or 7.
Yeah.
What?
Bra.
Croatia.
Yeah.
Car. Car.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom, and a zoom, and a boom, and a bust move. All right. Yeah, there's not really much to say about that game, man. George Pickens is going to be a monster in this league. He was great at
Uh-huh.
Georgia. Just going to be, again, another example of Pittsburgh picking great wide receivers. Like, I don't know. I hope Claypool is good in Chicago, but he was not good in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this was really, I mean, I'll say Chase Claypool, all of his measurables. He was definitely an athlete. He was definitely a measurables guy.
Hmm.
Hopefully he can put it all together. But I mean, this game is going to be a slog. This is a gentleman's favor for Carolina. This should be a pickup game. But I
Yeah.
think Carolina's platoon of running backs is going to be able to get enough done against this Pittsburgh team. They're just going to wear them down over the game. Mitch
Hmm.
Trubisky's, going to make enough mistakes. He's going to press and make mistakes, and eventually Carolina will be able to eke out a win. It's probably going to be by 3. It could be by 2, so I may regret this spread right here, but it's going to be just, I think, another one of those low scoring slogs as they just try to grind it out against each other.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Another team that is going to have a grind out affair is going to be the Dallas Cowboys at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dallas is favored -3.5, and this is the time of year when I start using my heart instead of my brain. I should be picking Dallas, but I'm taking Jacksonville. Dallas is just proven to be suspect at best when it matters most. They really need to lock up the chance to play in the East, especially following a tough Eagles team, and I just don't know that they're gonna do it, man. I mean, they're favored, sure. They have the better team. They have all of the intangibles. They just signed T.Y. Hilton. There's rumors of them signing OBJ for no reason. There's no reason to do that shit, man. You're just gonna
Keep
add
back in the room, man.
Yeah, you're just going to keep adding a bunch of guys into your receiving room who don't know the playbook in and out, like the guys who have already been playing with you for, I don't know, the past 14 weeks. And so you're going to force people to just make bad reads. You're going to force Dak to make a throw, and it's always going to be the same fucking Tony Romo, Jim Nance bullshit where he's like, yeah, I guess they just weren't on the same page there. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's almost like they just signed him this week. So
yeah, he doesn't even know what page number it is right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, man. Dallas is doing too much. I feel like 3.5 is definitely the Jerry World effect. It really has nothing to do with the reality of the situation. We're talking about a team that almost lost to the Houston Texans, like barely. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. And Jacksonville is a much stronger defense than that, who rolled the Titans. Yeah. Give me Jacksonville, man. I don't know. What are your thoughts here, bro?
Dallas has shown itself to be vulnerable over the last several weeks. I mean, just the fact that like the Houston Texans were able to like keep you on the ropes for most of the game. That's problematic. This Jacksonville team is coached better and they have better personnel than the Houston Texans do at this time. I think they can put pressure on Dallas. And possibly eke out a win here. I think 3.5 points is too much for me to be able to take Dallas here against the spread. So if I'm not going to take Dallas against the spread, I'm going to go ahead and just take Jacksonville to get a victory here. They're starting to really come on and come into an identity in the second half. And while I don't know, it's weird the way we think about football teams. If a football team appears to have an identity in the first half of the season, it's not as important as a team coming into its identity in the second half of the season.
It's honest. How you play in December is who you are as a football team.
Tough. It feels like recency bias, but it also feels like it has some predictive power.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville, they came out and dominated last week. I think they can come out and battle this week and possibly come out with a win.
Absolutely,
especially on their home turf.
Yeah. Another team that has severe recency bias is going to be the Detroit Lions, who are visiting the Jets. The Jets are favored -2.5 for whatever reason. You're talking about a Mike White that has fractured ribs, who's going to play, I believe, which is just fucking ridiculous. Give me Detroit here. I don't know what we're even talking about. Detroit is rolling right now. They just beat a Minnesota Vikings team who also looks terrible and is showing their colors in December. Here, let's see who. I'm curious. Is Zach Wilson starting? Oh, yeah, Mike White went to 10 different doctors and he did not get cleared to play.
I mean, I get that he's thirsty for it, but yeah. I mean, if you're not a generational talent, trying to play with broken ribs is just asking for either a bad hit to knock you out of the game anyway, or you're not going to be able to get enough torsion on your throws. So you're gonna throw
ducks.
Ducks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as I say that, Zach Wilson throws past CJ Uzama for 40 yards, and that's a touchdown. They're tied up 7-7.
I'll still take Detroit. I think
I'm gonna take
Las Vegas
Detroit too.
Doesn't like Detroit, and who can blame them for the it's been the past 70 years that
Yeah.
Detroit's been bad, so I don't
Hmm.
blame him for,
I
betting
mean,
against them. But I'm not going to bet against them until they prove me wrong.
no, exactly. And the Jets are playing for their playoff lives, so they really need this dub. We'll see if that happens. Very, very, very suspect Jets team who is in the running, and I think we're about to see a lot of teams fall here and stumble in the last couple weeks. Another team that's been falling and stumbling all year is the Houston Texans, who are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored minus 14, which um, I don't even know where to begin here. Is that too much in a men's league? Is that just enough? Kansas City, a team that should have rolled Denver with a great defense. Now, Denver has an incredible defense. I will continue to say this. Russell Wilson fucking sucks. Denver, you have an incredible team. You need a quarterback. Okay, got that off my chest. Look, man. Fucking give me Kansas City to win. Give me Houston to cover because I like 14? Are we serious? In week 15? I mean, I
I
don't
know
know,
we
man.
just said that the Dallas Cowboys are looking very suspect. They're looking very up and down. Um, Expecting Kansas City to win by 17. They can't do it every week. And, Houston, this may be again another, as we're coming to the end of the season, this may be a game where um Kansas City kind of takes it easy, takes their foot off the gas, and Houston may be able to sneak in there and get a couple garbage time touchdowns
Mm-hmm.
through the
Yeah.
power of Mr. Giraffe himself, Davis Mills. Um, I don't think Kansas City is going to play to the 60th minute in this game. I think Houston will be able to sneak back in there. As long as KC comes away with the win, they're happy. They don't care about the spread, so um, I think that's good strategy, and I'm going to join you on that.
Yeah, heard that. Another team that's got a good strategy going into this weekend is the Las Vegas Raiders, who are hosting the New England Patriots. Vegas is only favored by -2. Um, it's a very interesting line there. Um, we're talking about a New England team that is also playing for the playoffs, but have a very, 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 very stagnant offense. Like, God, dude, it's almost like Bill Belichick himself was out there under center. It's just like,
I bet that's what Bill wants at this point.
oh man. Okay, but I mean, Matthew Judon is probably gonna sack Derek Carr like 2 or 3 times. Let's keep it real, because Derek Carr loves to get sacked. I don't know. Give me Vegas, man. They just have. I don't know. They just lost to a Rams team that has nobody. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like New England has anybody or the scheme to use whatever pieces they have on their personnel anyhow.
Yeah, that's honest. Was this gonna be another one-score game? Give me fuck. Yeah, I'll take Vegas. Give me New England to cover just for, because I really don't know what's gonna happen here. So I'll just take New England to
That's a
cover
good old
here.
fashioned hedge, my friend. I
Yeah, I
like
mean, you have to because this game is gonna be so bad. Just like the next one on our slate, Arizona at Denver.
it.
Denver is favored minus a buck
Go
and a
Birds!
yeah, minus a buck and a half. With who's starting?
For the Denver Broncos, I'm not sure. For Arizona, it's Texas legend Colt McCoy.
Oh, Colt McCoy. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Um, seems like a game that Denver can win. Maybe Russell Wilson will throw as many touchdowns as he has toilets in this Week 15 matchup.
You
Um,
know, the odds are not in his favor, but
yeah, listen, I'm just gonna call this the disappointment bowl.
mm,
This is just disappointing, man. Um, fuck, dude. Give me. Are you taking Arizona? Who are you taking? You
I,
taking Arizona?
It's really tough because, as you said, the Denver defense is stellar, and
It
while
is.
Colt
It's
McCoy has
incredible.
got to, he's gotten in-game reps. I think he went 1-1 this season. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just for the sake of team bias, I think I will take the Arizona Cardinals. Just because if Russell Wilson's out there starting, I don't think it's going to be a very good game for the Denver Broncos. And if he isn't, shit, they might have a better chance. But I still think Arizona has just enough. I mean, Colt is going to go ahead and force it to DeAndre Hopkins as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
D Hop's going to have a hell of a day.
Yeah.
He's going to get a couple touchdowns, and that may just be enough. This may be what is referred to as the perfect football game, 17-14.
Could be. Yeah. Give me Denver for parity. I fucking hate picking Denver. I'm gonna eat this. Nah, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck Denver, dude. Give me Arizona.
All
I
right,
fucking hate Denver, man.
join the squad, man. Let's go.
Dude, I was thinking about picking them, but then I'm
Poor
just like,
choice. Poor choice. I've
God.
I've made you fall into my trap, my passionate fan trap. How dare you?
Well, I
You
mean,
you fool.
if I'm betting on, who's the better of these two terrible teams, it's Arizona. Denver just fucking
Mm.
sucks, man. I've said it every week. They're garbage. And they're probably going to get rolled, like, unnecessarily. Defense is just going to be deflated after playing hard all year. It's week 15. They have no shot of doing anything, so why even try anymore? What's the point? We're getting paid,
Mhm.
right? Um, yeah, man. Next up,
One little storyline.
please.
Let's see. Okay. So for the Arizona Cardinals, there was a I think a strength coach or maybe a defensive I don't know, an assistant coach of some kind for the Arizona Cardinals who while the Arizona Cardinals were in Mexico City was fired because of alleged wrongdoing of some kind that occurred in Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
And that fired Cardinals coach recently hired a law firm and is requesting arbitration from the NFL because he denies that he did anything wrong in Mexico City. And the interesting part about this is that this coach is a bald white guy with a goatee, which is strikingly similar to the GM of the Arizona Cardinals, who recently went on a hiatus for health related reasons. So Steve Keim goes on leave.
Huh.
This guy at the same time this guy is trying to get arbitration going with the NFL for wrongdoing. And somebody on Twitter, don't know who it is, sorry, can't credit them, said, "Was it a case of mistaken identity on who committed the wrongdoing in Mexico City? Was it this other bald, hefty
White
white
guy.
guy with a beard who is associated with the Arizona Cardinals?" Interesting stuff. Just wanted to throw that out there. I
Yeah,
thought that was
absolutely,
very
man.
compelling.
Mm-hmm.
For whoever had wrongdoing done to them, I sympathize with them, and I hope things go well and things go for the best for them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if this gets rid of Steve Keim,
Hell yeah.
more power to it.
Yeah. I mean, once upon a time in Mexico, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, dude,
Yes.
probably the game of the week, homie. At least for team bias. Who day? Who day? Who
Who
day
dey?
ain't gonna beat them Bengals?
Nobody.
Nobody. At least after the
Yeah.
bye. Holy shit, we are rolling right now. Cincinnati at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay looking stagnant as fuck. Cincinnati favored -3.5. Um, don't know what kind of weapons Joe's gonna have today. Of course, give me team bias. Give me Cincinnati. Um,
Mhm.
Look, man, I've been really, really psyched up for this matchup. Okay, Tyler Boyd came out this week and he said, "Wow, it really just freaked me out that I dislocated my finger, but I'm feeling good. I want to play this weekend." T. Higgins said that, "Yeah, my hamstring's alright. I'm playing this weekend." Jamar Chase said, "Where's my gold jacket?" Joe Mixon said, let's fucking bust another 40-yarder." The Cincinnati Bengals defense said, Tom who? And then
Never heard of it.
Never heard of him. No one said any of those latter three things, but Tyler Boyd did say he was like surprised and shocked that he dislocated his finger because Joe Burrow threw an absolute fucking dart. But he says he feels good. He's ready to play. Will be a question of if he can catch or not. T. Higgins is coming off of that hamstring that limited him to one snap last week in a lot of people's fantasy football playoffs. That really fucked them. But, you know, again, they don't play fantasy. They play real football, and that's why we watch, right? I feel like Cincinnati's going to roll here. It could be a case of, like, I said this with the Kansas City game too. I always like how everybody's like, oh, Joe Burrow versus Tom Brady. It's like, I mean, no. It's Joe Burrow versus Tampa's defense, which is bad, and Tom Brady versus Cincinnati's defense, which is good. Tom Brady, a guy who can't seem to connect with any of these absolute stud receivers. Like, I don't get it. You know, like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. For some reason, they went and got Julio Jones. Why? He was bad at Tennessee last year, and he just keeps being injured this year. It's like, okay. I mean, I get it. He was a legend in Atlanta, and he should have stayed that. Like, sometimes you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. You know what I'm saying, Boog?
That's right.
So, yeah, I just don't know what we're even talking about here. I'm excited. Cincinnati might just fucking roll, man. Joe Burrow might be nervous, but also this isn't like prime Joe Burrow versus prime Tom Brady either. So let's not make it a bigger deal than it is. This is 45-year-old Tom Brady who is not playing well at all. This isn't as big a deal as everybody's making it out to be. I hope that Tom passes the torch today. That would be really cool. Maybe like, hey, you're next. You know, like an All Might Zuko Midoriya moment, like, now it's your turn.
That's right. Plus Ultra, baby.
Plus Ultra. Yeah, but anyway, really excited for that, man. That shit will be really, really cool. Boogie, you got anything you want to say about this game?
Yeah. This is going to be Tom Brady's stat line today.
Holy shit. Yo, screenshot that with the pussy in there. Wait,
that's going to be his.
Hold on, let me see that again. 33 for 55. 34 for 55, 265, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Yeah, probably, bro. Yo, if that's correct, I will give you 100.
I'll throw this on there.
What does that mean? Fumble?
1 fumble.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to lose the football twice today.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, no Trey Hendrickson, right? So the pass rush is going to be a little weakened, but we still got Joseph Asai. We still got
We have the all-pro play of DJ Reader, who is a nose tackle. Tom Brady hates to have pressure in his face.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be all she wrote, baby. I mean, like, Tampa Bay looks completely dysfunctional. So the Cincinnati looks like they're rolling. I mean, Sam Hubbard said right before the bye, he said, we were 6-4 last year. We came out and forced our way into the playoffs. Just watch and wait for us after the bye, and look at them now. A 3-win streak, going against a soft Tampa Bay team.
Yeah, it's a 5-win streak, by the way.
Oh, it's a 5. Okay. Oh yeah, before the bye. Okay, but 5-win streak, I'll take it. Going against a soft Tampa Bay team, going to get them to double digits. Hopefully keep climbing in their playoff spot. Hopefully get to the AFC North title by the end of the year.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow's just looking great.
Positions themselves beautifully for the playoffs.
Yeah, I was just talking about this last night with some homies at the bar, but Joe Burrow looks like, dude, he's just so calm, bro. Like, he just steps and just, like, throws. It's never that, like, panicked, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's just like step back, 1, looks, just fucking smooth, man. Like, that shit is just fun to watch, man.
Even when he's getting pressured, he doesn't look like he's panicking. He looks like his heart rate's at like 45 beats a minute.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking nuts, man. It's going to be really exciting for the next decade in Cincinnati.
Fucking cold-blooded. Got ice in his veins.
We'll see, man. Come on. Don't fuck this up, Cincinnati. All right. Tennessee at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers playing for their playoff lives. Tennessee obviously at the top of the AFC South. Chargers are favored -3. And I agree. I'm going to take the Chargers here. I think that they looked really good against the Dolphins last week. I think that Tennessee is they're sliding right now. They lost to Jacksonville, or they've lost like 3 in a row, didn't they? Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, and so now it's kind of like, are they even gonna make it to the playoffs at this point? Like, obviously, yes, the AFC South sucks, but like what are they doing? That's really all I can say here is what are they doing? Boogie, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, it's not panic time for the Tennessee Titans. As you said, they're not playing for their playoff lives right now. They can afford to be, they can afford to be a little bit more comfortable. They don't have to press. I think that they are going to catch the Chargers lacking today and get a win that'll look like a 10 out of 10 for their playoff chances to continue. I think Derrick Henry is going to come out here and establish himself. They are at Inglewood, California, so it's going to be warm out. So, Derrick Henry won't get to really punish the defensive line as much as he should. But I think he's going to come out here and lead the charge on a Tennessee Titans win. I don't think it'll be commanding. It might be a little ugly. Justin Herbert might might put up buckets, but I think at the end of the day, the Tennessee Titans are gonna grab this win here.
Yeah, man. I suppose that anything is possible in December, right? Maybe a little Christmas magic for the Tennessee Titans. They need a gift today because they look like shit, generally. 2 teams that also look like shit. The New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. Look, this is the Not 'em Up Bowl. They tied last time.
Exactly the same record. 7-5-1.
Yeah. I think this is where Washington moves into that wild card spot, and New York continues to show their colors after starting 7-0, and they've just lost like 5 straight now. 6 technically because of the tie. Oh, it's not a loss. It's not a loss. Yeah, well, it's not a win either. So, fuck off, world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Washington here, man. Give me the Giants to cover because it's an in-division game and it's going to be a lot wilder than what we think, I guess. I don't know, dude. What are your thoughts?
Commanders. It's tough. I mean, whoever wins this game knocks the other out of, I think, any serious playoff contention. I'll take the Washington Commanders just because they seem to have the swagger right now.
Yeah, they're rolling.
But man, it's a razor thin margin right now. I think I have to agree with you and give the Giants the spread this week. Also as a backdoor hedge in case the Giants do manage to squeak out a win.
It's possible. I mean, these teams met up 3 weeks ago, and they tied it up at 24.
20. It's 20.
Oh, was it 20? Okay.
Nearly the perfect football game.
Nearly. Yeah. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The Eli Manning special. Yo, so I don't know, man. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry out of Ohio State alum, is probably going to ball out. Brian Robinson is going to run really, really hard. It is December. It is cold, but, the Giants are also used to the cold. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to say.
Outdoor stadiums on the East Coast, they're both used to it. It's just this. I mean, like you said, they're very evenly matched. I believe, except the Giants are obviously on the way down, and Washington's star seems to be ascending. But
yeah, absolutely. Their moon sign is Terry McLaurin. But
it
is. Anyway, man, probably the worst game of the week. We've got the Los Angeles Rams at Green Bay. Green Bay favored -7. It's gonna be fucking cold, bro.
24 degrees.
Yeah, that's not even that's not even after the sun sets, right? Or is it going to be after sunset? I don't
I
know.
mean, they're showing a crescent moon here, so I assume that's going to be after the sun sets. But
Ooh, I don't know, dude.
I imagine the wind chill's going to
Living
be
in
nuts.
Colorado, you know, you can look outside at fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon and see the moon. that
Hmm.
shit's that shit's wild, man. What
So
like
wild.
being a human being, bro? All right. Anyway, yeah, give me Green Bay. I'll take a -7 too because I feel like this is a game they need to roll. This is a game where they need to start Jordan Love and just sit Aaron Rodgers, even though you paid him 45 million or whatever.
They won't be. They won't be.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna start Aaron Rodgers and
They're trying to squeeze blood from the stone.
yeah, probably, man. Need to be careful with that shit, bro. But whatever, man. What do I know about Wiccan customs and societal norms with abstract ideals? Nothing. I
I
know
don't know. Damn.
nothing. Yeah, right. Shit,
Right.
man. Give me gangsters. Give me Give me Cincinnati securing the AFC North. I don't know. Should I do that? That's too obvious. I did it last week too. I'm gonna try
Do
something.
something weird. I'm going to do somebody tears
An ATL.
somebody tears a ACL or Achilles at
Someone's.
FedEx Field
First of all,
today.
it's Ann Tyler because
No,
they're
it's someone's tears ACL.
it's Ann ACL. God, what a dickhead, Mr. Lawyer over here can't even figure out English.
That's right.
Um,
Worst field in the
the
NFL.
ZNL, the NDK.
The NDKL,
You're funny,
the
bro. I like that.
National Dick Picking League.
Yeah, right, dude. Give
Yeah.
me
Wow, this is good podcasting. I'm loving this.
Do you like that? I mean,
Damn.
I'm just like really thinking because it's not fair to say something based on having games on Saturday, right? I was going to say something like how many of this, but I could easily just research that and hedge my bets there because we already had games played. Let me do
Excuse me.
More underdogs. No. Fuck. Let me get a. Dude, shit, man. Shit, dog. Hey,
Shit,
dog.
dog, for real,
Shit,
dog.
bro. Yo, hey.
Hey.
What's the over under on the Detroit New York Jets game?
It's probably not going to show up because the game's underway. Give me a second,
Oh
please.
shit. Yeah.
It's okay. I can go on thelines.com and get my sport betting line. Week 15. You said Detroit and the New York Jets?
The over under is 43.5. So, give me the over on that.
Gosh,
'cause-
I don't know how you found that
huh?
faster than me. I'm so.
Oh, I just went on the I went on the Disney. Don't sue me. I went on the ESPN app where I could find all of the scores and leading statistics. Also, at the bottom, not only does it show in like an awkward angled photo of whatever stadium they're at, but it shows the
Yeah.
temperature backwards because my phone is different. It shows ads that these doctors don't want you to know, and then it also shows the over under over here, I believe.
Wait, is that a solar tax credit that I could that I could get, but it's going to end by the end of the year, so I better get it quick from the U.S. government.
Yeah, everybody knows that, bro. God, what a doofus.
I know. Ah, God, I am such a doofus, aren't I? Wait, did you say it was 43 and a half, or did I just make that number up?
Yes, I did say it was 43 and a half.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right, dude, we're vibing.
Because the lines is showing me, it's 50, which
Really?
seems a bit wild. Yeah,
I
that seems
mean,
that seems wrong somehow.
it's
Seems
40. It says
quite large.
43 and a half. I mean, it could have been juiced right before the game started, but this is
Man, that would be quite a fucking juice.
yeah, I know, right?
No, 43 and a half is correct.
Okay. Wunderbar. Yeah, man, I'll take the over on that. Detroit usually scores like 30 a game. So that's feels like an easy prop. Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans at the highest over under with 48 and a half this week.
Wow. Ooh. All right. Well, we do have games underway, man. I'm gonna go watch some football. Boogie, is there
Love that.
anything you'd like to say before we get out of here?
Comment your hangover cures down below. This morning I did one of my patented hangover cures since I was in my early 20s, which is to get a sausage McGriddle and an apple fritter from McDonald's. Just kind of grease down the hangover. But please let me know what your weird hangover cures are.
Yeah,
down
fuck
below
yeah.
so I can use them next time.
Yeah, mine is a vitamin B grenade of like 6 and 12. Just a lot of vitamin B. Just really like flush that brain out because it definitely helps me. But yeah, feel free to comment your hangover cures down below. Click that like button. Subscribe, I think. Somewhere. I don't know, dude. I'm not going to pretend I know where it's at. Yo, subscribe if you're new around here. Click that like button. Um, Tell that guy that he's doing a great job. And smell that dude's hair. Yeah, it's been real, guys.
If
I
it
got
smells splitty, tell them to shampoo more.
yeah, exactly. Yo, it's been absolutely real. Thanks again for all the support, man. Thanks as always to all you that watch us, all 10 of you for right now. We really appreciate it, man. We're on the road to 20 subscribers. If you could just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Listen, don't do the noties. I don't give a fuck about that. I told you. I just make it for the people. I'm not trying to blow you up. But yeah, you already know what to do. From one dope bro to another. Y'all enjoy the rest of this beautiful Sunday, man. And Boogie, I forgot we got Christmas coming up. We'll talk about that. We'll figure that out for you. It's just me having ADD. But it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, man. Peace.